I think we're having a quake. Whoa! Boy, do I have childhood memories driving on this road. On Sir Francis Drake here. This is the way to get to Samuel P. Taylor Park. I used to camp there a lot with my mom. We'd drive down this road in our Volkswagen Bug. Samuel P. Taylor State Park coming up. These corners here are some great corners if you're on a motorcycle. I do have a Samuel P. Taylor State Park video on my channel, but today we are heading to another location. Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm at the Bear Valley Visitor Center, whatever you want to call it, in the area here in Point Reyes National Seashore. And this is another area that I've actually never been to. Maybe I've been to, but it's been a long time. So let's check this out. Let's start with the map, and then in there is a big visitor center, so I'm sure they got some cool stuff in there to check out too. So we're here, Bear Valley Visitor Center. Earthquake Trail. So it sounds like that would be a good trail to check out. Woodpecker Trail, maybe too. See which one is the best. And this is a map of the whole area we're in. We are here. Point Reyes, the lighthouse is here. South Beach, North Beach, McClure, Keyhole. For those of you wondering, yes, I have videos of all these except North Beach. This is a big visitor center, and it's got a sea lion there, elephant seal. Cool. There's one in Pier 39 they're calling chonkers. I don't know if this is that big or not. There's a duck up there. And more sandpipers down there. Look at that. That's a pretty great little display they got going on there. All the birds. And the seagull. And these are the rock birds, the ones that hang out on those rocks that you see. God, the taxidermy on these is very good. They look very real. This is a cool little visitor center. Everything looks pretty realistic. If this is alive, it would move when you touch it. A weasel. Look at that guy. Little weasel. Raccoon. It's a beaver. No, it's a muskrat. A fawn. Black-tailed jackrabbit. And a gopher snake. Not a rattlesnake, a gopher snake. Or a friendly neighborhood Pepe Le Pew. God, look at that thing. Badger. My God, that thing looks ferocious. Large, powerful front claws attached to its muscular, low-slung body allow the badger to aggressively dig up ground dwellings and rodents. Look at this guy. He's a little mountain beaver. Whale skull. 1 to 2 years old. 25 feet in length. This was found August 25th, 1976, right off the coast here in Inverness Shores in Tomales Bay. And you can't forget the seals here. Look at the look on his face. And a fox. And a vulture. He's working on a roadkill raccoon. And then look at this raven up here. Coastal Miwok tools here, some arrowheads. And look at the nest up there. He's watching. And the beetles. I hate those things. Potato bugs. Crickets. Water scorpion. Toe biter. It's a toe biter, people. Never heard of a toe biter bug. Giant crane fly. Yeah, no thank you. Tarantula hawk. That looks terrifying, that thing there. Okay, we're walking across the street from the visitor center to find the earthquake trail. Alright, we're starting on earthquake trail. We're praying there's not an actual earthquake, because I was around when the 1989 one hit. So no earthquakes. Earthquakes while we're walking on the earthquake trail. I'm more fascinated by the wild deer just walking around, grazing. San Andreas Fault. So we're going to literally walk on the San Andreas Fault. So when I said no earthquakes, I meant it. This is the 89 quake in Oakland. That was not fun to see the aftermath of that one. You can see the fire danger already. Imagine how fast this stuff would go up. Okay, we come to a fork in the road. I don't know which way to go. I think typically you'd take the right path and loop back around, so that's what we're gonna do. Look at this tree. It's like a storybook tree. With all the moss dripping down from it. The different shades of green. Beautiful tree. Okay, when they say earthquake trail, they mean it. Anyone who chooses to live or travel in this landscape shaped by the San Andreas Fault system must know that earthquakes can strike at any time. Whether standing here in the fault zone or elsewhere within its reach, we must examine our risks before the next big quake. Being prepared will help us cope with the inevitable damage and disruption. So I believe I am inside the San Andreas Fault right now. I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna pretend like an earthquake just hit and move the camera around and see how it looks. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, I think we're having a quake. Whoa. Wow, it feels like a big one. Ah, it's over. Okay, in the comments rate that, please, 1 through 10. These signs are very well written. Since the beginning, people have used a recipe of science, culture, and religion to explain the unseen forces that shake the earth. While many of us believe that science offers the best explanation, some cultures interpret earthquakes as visits from vengeful gods. Locally, the Coast Miwok people also have a number of traditional stories to explain quake. Whatever you believe, earthquakes have shaped our lives, mythologies, and understanding of the world, especially in the Bay Area. And here is interesting earthquake story. One time, our ancestors all over the world believed angry giants or mythical animals made the ground shake during an earthquake. They didn't know the cause of the shaking was hidden deep under the surface. Parents told their children stories about these terrifying events. This helped people explain what they saw and felt. It's more of that bayou. I'm not sure what kind of tree that is, but it's a big one. I'll tell you that. Old one. A thick trunk. So during the 1906 earthquake, seismologists pinpointed the area where the quake was, and look at the movement of this fence. 16 to 20 feet movement. And look at this picture. This is on April 18th, 1906 at 5:15 a.m. This train was going to San Francisco from Point Reyes Station, and the quake was so strong it fell over, it was knocked over. That's a strong quake there. There are a lot of these moths flying around. I'm not sure what the kind of moths they are, but there's certainly a lot of them. This is the Marina District in San Francisco in 1989. So I got an interesting story. In 1989, I was dating someone, but then we split up. But we were still friends. So she went out of town, and when she went out of town, she asked me to watch her place. Well, the next day or that night is when this earthquake hit. So as I recall, I wanted to have a good camera because back in '89, not everybody, phones didn't exist, so you gotta have a camera. So I drove all the way to, I think, Stinson Beach or something like that to grab my camera, and then drive to San Francisco really early, and I got a bunch of photos of the 1989 quake, and I was there really early before it was all blocked off, so I got to see all the damage. And that's what this sign is talking about. Oh, and just so to let you know, only a few things fell off my friend's shelves at her house. But in 1906, most of the damage was done by fire after the quake. There was no way of putting the fire out. You had to just watch it burn. A nice little bridge here, nice little brook. Some beautiful ferns there. The woodpecker attacked tree. So my story about the 1989 earthquake was the World Series was going on. It was called the Battle of the Bays. The Oakland A's, when we had a team in Oakland, and the Giants. And it was a World Series game at the famous Candlestick Park where the 49ers played. And we were about to watch it, and we were in an apartment, and we'd been drinking, and we'd been smoking, so we were ready for the game. And right after or right before the first pitch, as I remember, the quake hit, and my friend's apartment in San Andreas Fault was moving like this, and we were all kind of buzzed or high enough to kind of laugh about it, like, oh, we're having an earthquake. It wasn't like we weren't scared. The reaction wasn't fear. And then the TV signal went out, and when it came back on, they showed helicopters. They had news cameras in the sky, and they showed this freeway that was a double-decker freeway, and the top had collapsed. And it took your brain like a couple seconds to realize, wait a minute, there are cars on that freeway, and all those cars under that portion that collapsed were crushed. And then it wasn't funny anymore, or it was really sad after that, realizing all those people passed away on the Cypress structure collapse. And since then, the Caltrans has wrapped the concrete beams that support freeways with half-inch thick metal, maybe even an inch thick, because they discovered on the Cypress, when the concrete beams were subject to moving back and forth, they would crack and kind of explode and fail. So that's my '89 earthquake story. This tree is interesting. There's even steps going up to it. What's so special about this tree? Maybe just that it's being supported. Interesting. Can't really tell what's so special about the tree. The more I walk on this earthquake trail, the more I enjoy it. Very peaceful. Not a lot of people walking on the trail, so it's very quiet. Anatomy of an earthquake. So these are the faults, and they slip back and forth. Check that out. You can see what that is. I'm watching for poison oak here. It's a beaver house. Nice, peaceful little stream here. This sign shows you clearly the San Andreas Fault zone. You can write down, that's the main fault going right through Point Reyes and the Lima Valley. Look straight ahead. You see the deer? Two more deer in that meadow over there, and a baby crying. Oh, time to turn it off. Well, everyone, What did you think of this visitor center and earthquake trail? There's a couple other trails here that I'm gonna have to come back and walk and show you guys. But the earthquake trail for now, there's two. There's a trail that goes out of this parking lot and it has a recreation of an Indian village. So I thought that would be cool to do another day. And what else did I want to tell you? Well, thank you for watching. All the usual. Thanks for coming along with me today. I go all over the San Francisco Bay Area, sometimes beyond, and I film things that I like to do and hope to bring you guys along. So I appreciate you watching. And if you want to help support the channel, you can send a super thanks. And I put that right into my gas tank with the price of gas these days. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace.